So I will stop here now and then listen to offers and then have other people talk now. Thank you. Yes, please. Yeah.
Wait. You asked a question, and I believe
Yeah.
a female should answer that question. What is that question again, please?
The question is if issues like blood group is very important, incompatible blood group, AS man, AS woman, they can end their relationship. Now, a man that doesn't kneel down to propose, can a lady say, I don't do again, I'm not interested, simply because he didn't kneel down? That's the question. If kneeling down is very important, a man doesn't do that, can a lady end the relationship based on that? That's the question. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we need a female to answer this question because when Sajedi posted this thing, some of the females were already arguing in the comment section that men should lay down because of love, blah blah blah. So we need you ladies here now to come and defend it, speak on it. Like Digestive, let's understand why. So who's going next now? Should be a female, right? Naya baby.
Yes, I wanted to say that, Naya.
Okay.
Naya.
Good evening. Good evening,
Yeah.
everyone.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Good evening. We can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear
Good
you.
evening, Sir John Doe. Good evening, everyone. So,
Good evening.
um,
You have 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes.
okay. So, what I'm just going to say, the question he asked, if kneeling down to propose is just as important as genotype and all that. Well, I'm just going to give my own opinion. Personally, I don't think I would reject a marriage proposal simply because the man didn't kneel down. Because I mean, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't really matter for me personally. It's not like I won't like it though. If my partner decides to do that, oh, I'll be like, oh, nice. But if he doesn't, it's still fine. And what is common around where I come from, like Igbo men, most of the time, they don't usually, most of the time, they don't do that. Sometimes if they will wave the ring to you all the way from wherever they are. So I just feel like it's not that important to me personally. There are many other important things that one should consider, and kneeling down to propose or not shouldn't be a reason. In short, anybody that ends a relationship simply because the person didn't kneel down, omo, the person is not ready for marriage, because someone can actually kneel down and propose to you and still show you pepper in that marriage. Then what's the need? If the person is still going to deal with you, or you will not be happy in that marriage, then what's the need of kneeling down? And most of the times too, people people that I don't even like, people that like to overdo things, people that overdo most of the time, trying so hard to impress. You will not know what their real intentions are. I rather you keep it real. If you're not the type that will kneel down, then don't kneel down. I will still accept the marriage proposal like that. So that's my own opinion. Thank you very much.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Can you guys hear me?
Now we can hear
Yeah,
you. We can hear you.
that with you.
Yeah. Good evening. Sanjay. I hear blueprint. Oh yeah. Martins. I hear foundation. Hello, Z. Every other person on the space. Good evening. Welcome. Naya, I have a quick question. Hope you don't mind. Are you here, Naya? Are you still?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
You said some other things are important. Just for clients, I'd like to, if you don't mind, please start with some other important things. Just so we don't make assumptions. I don't know.
Don't mind, I'm not hearing you. I know they hear me.
Yeah, we can't. Hello,
I know they
are
hear
you
you.
there?
Guys,
Somebody look like he was breaking, or there's a sound between your, as in the
No,
mouthpiece is not really clear.
but can you hear me?
I'm not hearing you.
Yes,
Let's continue talking. Let's see if it will flow properly.
I guess it's probably network, but you guys can hear me now, but
yes,
Yeah,
it's
go on.
better now.
okay,
Come on.
great. Let me just start from the beginning. I was saying that while you were talking, you said that kneeling down is not so important to you, but some other things are more important. So out of curiosity, so we don't So we don't just make assumptions. Like, what are those things? Those other things that you think are more important than kneeling down? Just help us list about 5 of them so we can go on with the conversation.
Okay. The other things that are important to me, just
No,
like
most important. Most
that are most
important, your top 5.
important to me. Well, I don't have the problem of genotype. I'm AA, so if not, I would have said that's the most important. Like that would be number one, but then that's out of the way. The quality of this human, like the kind of person this human being is very very important to me because number one, I'm a very emotional person. Number two, I am someone that can really do anything for someone when I care about the person. And one of my biggest fear is actually ending up with someone that will take advantage of that. Like someone that will just take advantage of me and I will just end up outdoing myself, overdoing myself, killing myself inside marriage. This is one of the things that I fear the most. So I really want the person to be a good person. It's very important to me. If this person is a good person, if this person has a conscience, number two, if this person knows when to, like when you do something to someone and you know that, oh, this is over the top, like this is extreme. I shouldn't do this type of thing to my fellow human being. Someone that has a conscience, someone that has a good heart, and someone
Okay,
that,
amazing.
I don't want a man that seems like, uh how will I put it now? Maybe Baba will say is feminized man. Yeah, I don't want a feminized man. I
Okay,
don't
it's
want
all right.
to.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. It's
these
all
are
right.
the
So,
things
so it
that.
doesn't look like we are pushing you too hard. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I just wanted you to list
Yeah.
out those things so that we can learn from, your pros and cons in the back. But let's
Well,
just go on with the conversation. Thank you. Thank you, Naya.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right. Our next speaker now should be a guy, right? Yeah. General,
Hey guy,
General Agujebe.
hello Zia.
General Lion, what get gone?
All right, thank you. Can you hear me?
It's
Hello,
very low.
host. I had
Very
two
Very
people.
low.
Their mics are open. I don't know. Somebody's mic is open. I can hear myself
We
like
can
three
hear
times.
you. We can hear you. We can hear you now.
Okay, the host. I sent the message to co-host. I don't think she has seen it, but let me just tell the host. Host, please add a hashtag to the space, so that people can easily join the conversation, even if they're not going to speak.
All right, all right.
Okay, thank you. So let me just go ahead. I think it's very easy for ladies to actually say anything that is politically correct when they find themselves in environments. I won't be shocked when ladies come here and say, "No, I don't mind if a lady does, if the man doesn't actually kneel and all that," because in the current environment we are with John Doe here, with Foundational, with Soundmind, and all these people here, that is the most politically correct thing to say. Most times when you actually bring out to really interrogate ladies and say, okay, is this really what you want? You discover they want to go with the bed wagon. They want to go with whatever that looks very fancy. Should an African man kneel to propose to her fiancé? It's not important. It's not necessary. I understand what a blueprint said about you are giving it's just once in life. It's not true. And then for most ladies that to say that it's not really important. But most ladies here are the same people that will say, I want a big wedding, I want a big ring, I want the proposal stuff to actually put on my Instagram and all that. It just feels good for the ladies, you understand? To not like there's something special, but this is what everybody is doing. So if you're a guy, it's not necessary that you do it. They should. I completely agree that it's not necessary. I saw a tweet which somebody replied, and I think John Doe endorsed that tweet by that we are doing with our wedding, getting a white gown and all those things. It's not even important. Seeking the parents' blessing and simple I do. Make sure you pay price. So my wedding don't finish. But how many women will really agree to go to that like ordinary extent of that? I've met a lot of ladies in my real life. This is my own personal experience that initially when you meet them, they're like, but after some time, ask them, they were like, what are you saying? With all this money you have, we must have a big wedding, no? How can you just come and say that we'll just go in your backyard and wait? Why? Am I a mosquito? Am I a rat? I want my mom to dance and all that. So that's just the general rule of things. Most ladies that are even going to say no here, definitely they want their man to kneel down for them. And that's just my little contribution. Thank you guys. I don't finish. So where this guy is there?
Okay, thank you, General. Thank you. Our next speaker now should be a female. Naya, why are you still raising your hand?
Because I would like to say something to what foundational woman said. Like she said,
Naya,
every,
Naya, are you paying attention? I think you should
yes,
let
I'm
other people
fine.
talk. We'll get back to you if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, just stay in the speaker section. We'll get back to you, I promise.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have another
Anastasia,
female. Go.
Anastasia Benjamin.
Yeah. Hello.
You're on now.
Yeah, can you hear me? Good evening,
Yeah, I
everyone.
can hear you. Good evening.
Okay. I just want to add a little contribution, like personally, what
You
I
have 3
feel.
minutes. You have 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know. So what I think is, I don't really buy the idea of comparing the genotype thing with and I mean, the ring thing, kneeling down. I feel like they are so way, way, way apart. I mean, the genotype thing is very paramount. Then this thing is just something we all know, like in our mind, this is not really important because we are Africans. And it's the same thing like comparing it with white wedding, it's on the same level. But then I just feel this thing is romantic. I'm a writer and I know like I've met a couple of people when you talk about wedding with girls, it's like it's very romantic. And I feel like it's just there. If you get to talk to someone and the person is like, I like it, then there's no problem. Just do it. For me, I would love a guy to kneel down to me, and it's just romantic. I don't know. That's the first time in my life something like that is happening. And also, I grew up in a family of four boys, so I've had people, telling me to respect boys and stuff like that. So I feel like this is the one time I am ever getting to feel like that kind of king treatment. So I just feel like it's very important, or not really very important. I just feel like it's necessary, it's romantic, and it should be done. So, yeah, that's what I feel. Thank you.
Okay. Host, do you want to say something? Because I want to answer your question.
Go on. Come on.
Okay. Anastasia, hi. Good evening. Uh, uh, I'm a very curious person. Tell me, one thing that's romantic about a man kneeling down.
Okay, what is
Anastasia.
what is really romantic about a guy kneeling down? It's I don't know, maybe it's because I mean the evolution of what where love is going to, or what we see in pop culture and all of those. So it's
Okay,
just
so hold on. So over time, the definition of love has changed.
I just feel these are the things that just spice it up. So it's just there. We know this thing is just important. Like it's just gonna make it sweet. It's beautiful.
Find it romantic.
When a man does what? I didn't get that.
When your man cheats on you, goes down and is trying to beg you for take him back, do you find that romantic?
No, because there are two different scenarios.
Okay, but he's kneeling down.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's more of a thing of
Say
that the
something.
other people?
When I got into this, I mean, community, the years or over the months I have been here, I've heard teachings and all of those. It has shaped the way I see just the way women
Okay,
are.
just so we don't.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't say it's just the way women are. I think it makes more sense. Just the way why? Because I know a couple of women that will tell you, it changes nothing to them. They are more like the other things that they look out for than a man kneeling down. The other things they look out for that they find more romantic than a man kneeling down. So I don't think it's a woman thing. I think it's it's specific to certain women. I don't think some girls don't give a flying for whether you go down on one knee or not. So girls actually, so I don't think it's a woman thing. And I've come across, a couple of these girls. So that's why I'm telling you, it's not a woman thing. I think it's a personal thing for certain ladies. But I still want to engage with you and Nair, but we still have to get the conversation going. That's why I'm talking real fast so that we can cover as much speakers as possible. But we'll get back to you and Nair. So let's go. Thank you.
All right, all right. Our next canal should be Moody. Modi, he has been here for long. Modi, are you there? Modi,
If Moj is not there, I'm here. Oh.
Modi, are you there? All right, praise. Go on. Praise your guy, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, go on. Go on.
So, good evening, sir. So, good evening, sir. Good evening to everybody. So, what I actually think is that this thing of kneeling down, first time when I saw the topic, I think it was Agba that was actually teaching us the stuff. So, I was a bit shocked because I've never thought about it before. The issue is not about the thing. You see, the issue ladies we actually have about the topic is not because the topic is actually wrong. Because number one, the way human beings are wired. Okay, how should I explain it now? Okay, let me explain like this. They make it a normal thing. I've never found it abnormal until I had the topic and I balanced and I sat down and I thought about it. So, what is the essence of this thing? It was then I found out that it doesn't make any sense. You grab. So I can't really blame anybody that feels like it is romantic kind of stuff because that's the way we are wired. You grab until we actually sit down and look deeply. Like this thing doesn't actually make a sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like why will I have to need to all the ladies within they say I'm not saying still find it funny. You grab. So that's what I just want to say. Thank you very much. God bless.
Amazing stuff, my brother. And by the way, guys, we have a hashtag now. So if you want to engage, you can either engage using the hashtag or, just even if you're engaging in the comment section, try to use the hashtag so people, on your timeline can keep track of the conversation so we get involved with. Right. Martin, so yeah.
All right. We are not seeing females here. We are not seeing women here. They are running away. Only two are here. Okay,
No,
no
let's just go with
problem.
the people. Let's just go with the people who
And go
have
with the
the.
people that we have. A man should speak too next so
Can I
that.
speak? What I saying? On the hand. Speak. Hello, what I saying?
Assassin, are you there? Oh, his
All right.
network just he has network issue.
Daddy, are you there? Daddy.
Yeah, I'm here.
Daddy,
All right, go on. Go on.
All right. Firstly, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
So, about having a man to kneel down to propose to his fiancée, I personally am not a fan of bullshit. That things happen does not mean they have ethics or they have backgrounds or that they are norms or stuff like that. And I don't really see why a guy should actually go on his knees to propose to somebody he's dating, and definitely he end up with this person. So I don't find it funny when I see videos or pictures, especially the ones when the girl will have to probably throw a drink on his face or just walk out on him. Now, this is the thing here. We do a lot of things as Africans that we don't have a basis for. And I think that culture and religion is one of our basic problems here, because we just adopt things and we don't know the background, we don't know why these things are happening. A speaker said it shows I think love or stuff like that. My dear, I could go on my knees, I could lie down, but that does not show that I love you or anything. So I don't think that there's any basis for a man going on his knees to propose. It should just be a simple thing. It could show maybe the woman feels like she's on top of it. It could also mean, or maybe that is her love language. But I think you're somebody you want to be betrothed to, or stuff like that. So my point is this: we adopt a lot of things. We don't know the basis for these things, and then we just want it to be a norm, and it's really fucking up with our society, because somebody does it and the next person does not do it, and then there's a bit of chaos and the rest of them. So I think we should just stick to what is normal. Somebody wants to get married to you, like you buy a ring. You could just be on your bed and you wake up and you find a ring on your bed with maybe a flower or something. A guy doesn't really have to go on his knees. Thank you.
Who just spoke now?
It was Gabby. Gabby just spoke. It was Gabby.
I didn't hear the last part. I didn't hear the last part.
Thank you.
All right,
I
no
guess
problem.
he was and he was still speaking, but no worries.
All right, no problem. Our next speaker now. Okay, we have a lady here already. Esther, so I can go on.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Eddie, I truly salute. Foundational Mama, I thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. First off, we should understand that for even addressing somebody like to be a fiancé or a fiancé, it means both parties are deliberate and they know where that relationship is heading. We have already seen the signs that this relationship come and give you ring for people to applaud, for pictures to be taken. Personally, as Esther Okoy, I don't like public display of affection. I can display affection in public and then go back inside and be a beast. So all that stuff about kneeling down outside because you want to give me a ring, omo, chook it inside your trouser. I don't need it. Kneel down in the room, kneel down on the bed and make me your woman and take charge of me. So the old man coming to kneel down for me, I do not see it as romantic. If you don't tell me that you want to do it, I can embarrass you and even walk out on you. Because I don't like it. Tell me, babe, time don't reach. Mo, go see your mama and your papa. We already know that we are going to get married. So let's not pretend that, okay, make me do what am I doing where I already know that I have committed to that relationship, we have committed, and we are saying we are going forward to get married. Coming to kneel down to say, for me, should African men kneel to propose to their fiancé? No, it is not in our culture. It doesn't change the fact that if he wants to even dump you after kneeling down and giving you that ring, he will still dump you. So for me, don't kneel down. Let's just do my mama, collect list, go. We do husband and wife, me and we go, and life goes on. I beg. Thank you very much.
Martins, are you there?
Oh, thank you. I'm here. I'm here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much,
Okay.
sister.
Sound
That's
mind.
nice.
Check out sound mind. Sound mind, please. Please
That
on
means I'm
the
not here anymore.
yes, it's requesting. Please send him the co-host and his network and stuff.
All right. So let's pick our next speaker as I go look for someone. Moody, I am Moody. You can go on now. You left. I don't know where you went.
Good evening,
Moody.
everybody. Yeah, I'm here.
Good evening. All right,
Um,
go on.
I'll be quick. My perspective about these things is actually different as a guy. Do you understand? So let's say I've been with a person for some time, and as a guy, you meet different type of girls, and you meet a girl that actually connects with you, somebody that makes you excited, somebody that that just find a way to become a part of you, part of your life, and to you is important, and you really, really know, oh, this is a person. So I feel me kneeling down for a woman is not based on any authority or based on a standard, society standard, all of that. I feel if I'm to ask a girl I met that is not a family member, all of a sudden there's just a girl that I can't do without. So I feel asking her to be my wife and spend the rest of her own life with me is important, and me going on my knees is not even is a sign of I'm appreciating the fact that she's even accepting it, not because I care about the society or where I'm doing it or any other thing. So that's my own perspective. Thank you.
All right,
I,
thank
I
you
think I
very
think I
much.
missed
Martins,
I
are you
missed
there?
like majority of the things Moody said. But you know, but let's go because my network was going up and down. So it's alright.
All right, we
All right.
have a lady now.
Alpha is right? I was about to call herself. Alpha is good evening, ma.
Since the Martins. Good
Please come
evening,
and give
every
us your own message.
respect to John Doe, Foundational, Martin, Sound Mind. I see you all. Everybody, good evening. I hope you're having a great weekend. Should African men kneel to propose to their fiancé? Yes or no? Actually, for me, I'm going to be speaking personally. Us women, we have used our hand to spoil a lot of things. Like what we know that we want, we are spoiling it with our own hand. There are some things that should not get to the public space, and we bring them to the public space to gloat, for likes, for comments, so that everybody will know. Things like your man kneeling for you. Men kneel, men cry, men can be vulnerable to a woman that they trust. And you, after they've trusted you, you will now carry it and come and put on the main road of Twitter, at the backyard of Instagram, inside the frontage of Facebook, so that the world can see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what your point is. I really don't know. It's a personal thing. If as a guy you want to kneel, fine. I don't think there should be a rule for it. If you want to kneel, fine. If you don't want to kneel, great. The guy that proposed to his girlfriend in his car some couple of weeks ago and was telling her, "Oh yeah, say small wow. Oh yeah, say thank you." It was so funny to watch. But I mean, they've done it. They've done it. I don't know. I think it's all this. Everything must be on social media. Something that is spoiling all what is normal or what is natural or whatever. I want to believe that long before now, even in the ancestral days, there are actually African men that kneel for their woman. They don't go about kneeling down for any random woman. But I don't think those women will come and in the gathering of their friends, hey, do you know that Bode knelt for me? And those ones will be like, eh? Hey God. But now it's just a normal thing. You just want everything to be out there.
And because of that, a lot of girls, a lot of young ladies are misguided. When it is not done for you that way, because some other person has, you now feel like your guy doesn't love you, that he doesn't value, he doesn't appreciate you. I have heard of a case of somebody that she was actually threatening to shift their wedding, or maybe even cancel the wedding, because the guy has not done a proper, in quotes, proposal. They've not had that parara, kneel down, will you marry me moment. Even though the wedding date has been fixed, and she has been waiting to have such so that she can post online because of the years invested and everything. But I don't know, I don't live with them. I don't know if that has guaranteed their happiness in the union so far. I think we need to look beyond all this paparazzi, pepenazi, everything, and look at the foundation, the structural, foundations you're laying for yourself. If as a guy, I am with a lady and I know that she's big on kneeling down, if I'm not, I'm speaking directly to the ladies. If that is your criteria, man, you're in for a very, very, very long and rough ride. Because, like, I think Esther was who was talking before, kneeling to propose to you does not guarantee that he loves you or he's going to. And sound mind, the troublemaker, you wanted to ask somebody whether if after he cheats and he kneels. Sound mind, you like trouble. Oh.
Why do you think I'm a troublemaker? I don't understand. Why?
So,
Why you people do
kneel,
this?
do whatever you want to do in your private space, and let us have some peace on the internet, Biko. And those of you that want to tailor your life based on what you are seeing on the internet, that he knelt. Some of them are already carrying pregnancy, oh, but they said that you have to kneel down and propose to me, as if you will not accept. Whether he slaps you to give you you will accept. So why are you placing premium on kneeling down? Why are you placing premium on what is not important? Ma don't see una self finish inside house. So the kneeling down and the big thing. Get out of here, man. Go and sit down and think about your life. Don't be a 70-year-old woman that doesn't know what is right. Okay, so that's my take. Guys, if you want to kneel, fine. If you don't want to kneel, it's fine. But just know the kind of person you're kneeling to. So you don't end up kneeling throughout your marriage.
She just said to you that I'm feeling throughout your marriage. Martin, sorry. Please, before the next person goes, now I can see something here.
Wait, I'm seeing all these ladies, all these girls that they're in the comment section talking nonsense. Like,
See, you should know, you should know something. Martins, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You should know how it is on Twitter. People, there's something we call keyboard warriors. So I don't pay attention to those. I'm one of those people that, irrespective of your take, whether you are on the right or you're on the left, I don't care what side you're on. But if you have the ability to talk, you should come on this space. Yeah, that's what I believe in. So yes. So anyways, quickly, if Anastasia is still here, please, Anastasia, if you can hear me, please request of mic. So, question I wanted to ask. Yeah, I think we're getting to that point where I can ask you. Yeah, so let's just go to the next.
All right. Chike, you have been raising your hand. After Chike, then Abba's daughter, then Paul. Chike, go on now.
All right, thanks a lot, man. I mean, these are very, very, great topic, great space. I mean, personally, what I see here is about feeling versus reality. Feeling. I know most of us, in fact, or most ladies too. This is how the society they grew up in. They were conditioned. You watch Disney. Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast. Like Indian movies and stuff. How I feel. You know, it's like they are selling it to you basically. This is how you grow. It's all you know. oh, my idea of romance is how I feel, Cinderella, Beauty, or call it, name it. But come to the real world. You want a man who would, provide and lead you. You want a leader as I believe as a lady, you want a leader as a man who will lead you. And kneeling is a subconscious form of submission. Subconsciously. In other words, you only kneel to a higher authority. Think about when knights kneel before either a king or a queen or a monarch, maybe to be knighted, sir this, sir that. They kneel, they go on the knees. They're submitting to that authority subconsciously. When you kneel to pray to God, you're submitting to God. Just the same principle. So if you think you want someone to provide and protect and lead you, and you're insistent on him kneeling down to you, to you, do you think that's the best way? Subconsciously, as a guy, even as a lady, you want him to be your leader. He should be your king, and you want him to kneel before you. So we need to start looking at cultures. Ask yourself, we tend to copy things of the West. The culture that promotes this kneeling culture, especially the Western, that's the irony. They have the highest. What does it take to kneel? The next day, they'll turn you to Mayweather, give you black eye, punch you, beat you, whatever. Is that a show of romance? On the knees and to do all the whole Cinderella. Oh, how I feel, how I feel, how I feel. How I feel is temporary. Look at reality. There are other things, not just So when you go on, when you're so insistent on the wrong thing, you lose out. The other cultures that don't promote the kneeling culture. Look at the Chinese, look at the Arab, look at the Indians, so even the Africans come back home. You have very low, lower rates of divorce compared to the Western, Western marriage that have this high rate of divorce that promotes kneeling. They can kneel before you and it's not a big deal. So you focus on the wrong thing because you're carried away by your emotion and your feels. But as I'll say, look at reality. Don't be carried away by Disney and Cinderella. This is just what I'm saying.
I think Abbas Dr. should go. Yeah, and I see. Thank you. Someone. You wanted to answer that question. Is it? Okay. Thank you so much, Sam. Well, let me just go on to since I have to go ahead for the post. Yeah, and I think my extension to Jane is to go ahead to answer. Anyways, this is it, right? You agree that men are the gatekeepers of marriage. If a man say, you're not going to marry, you won't get married, right?
Yeah, I do.
Great. And you agree women are the gatekeepers of sex. If the woman says you won't have sex,
that's true too.
Yes, that's true, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let me paint this picture to use your advantage. A man is the gatekeeper of marriage. So that means more or less like you can decide to marry or not. Right? Yes. And it is until he says yes, he's ready. That's when you can start a family. Same way if a woman says yes, that's when you can have sex with. Now, you find a man kneeling down, despite the fact the gatekeeper of sex. Sorry, the gatekeeper. The woman is the gatekeeper of sex. If a woman goes down on her knees and begs man, please have sex. Would you still find control over it. She's the gatekeeper of sex. Same way the man is the gatekeeper of marriage, and the man is going down on his knee and romance. If a woman goes down on her knees and begs a man, please have sex, doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I get I get the picture you're trying to paint, and it's very clear. But I'm not here to.
Wait, Lily is a love language now. People are
saying, I'm just saying I like it. I like it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just like it. I get the picture you're trying to paint.
Anastasia, pay attention to what I'm saying. I have nothing against it. I knelt down for my baby. Yes, pay attention to what I'm saying. I have no problem with it. The problem I have are people that, women that, have made it like, yes, why would you kneel? Hold on, Anastasia. Pay attention to what I'm saying. The woman I'm giving, she doesn't give a fuck about me, right? I did it because, it is just a trend. I wanted to. That's why I did it. Do you understand? But now this is the problem we're having. And this is why we're talking about a lot of men are paid big deal. Right? That if a guy does it is not romantic, he does not value. And by extension, everybody is what you said something about it is romance. Right? Now I'm telling you, it's more or less like you are the gatekeeper of place. And now you are paying people to come and enter the place instead of people paying to enter the place. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? If you find this is what I'm going to put you around the place. If you find a man who has control over marriage, who is the gatekeeper of marriage, if you find that man needing to ask you to marry him, so this is romantic. Don't you think men would also find a woman needing down to beg them to have sex to have romance?
Okay, I get your points. Like I said, I am not here to argue this thing, and I get the picture you're trying to No, seriously, let me finish. You've spoke over for some minutes now and not said something.
I just have to correct it. It's not an argument.
What I'm trying to say is, I get your picture, and before now, I never saw this thing like, I was never over it, like, a man has to kneel down for me. It's just in this space that I'm getting this, furious feeling of, feeling like a man should, get on the knees and all of those. Before now, it wasn't like that for me. So I don't know where all this is coming from. I just said it's romantic, and I get the picture you're trying to paint. And it's not like I'm competing with any man. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Anastasia. First, nobody is dragging your question about that. You also said it's romantic, and we are saying if that's the only propose to her, right? Two-Face now down to propose to Annie. David John now down to propose to Chioma. Today we are still thinking of when he's wedding. We have a lot of it. Please, whose microphone is that?
Somebody is watching football. Who is doing this to us? Why are people like this? Somebody is watching.
Alright, so I was saying, it is what you said. Women kneeling down, doing all the show. At the end of the day, the marriage is 0/1 million. I'm using celebrities as case study because they are the ones we see. That is one. Two, the question is, should African men, we are all mostly Africans on this place, and they're asking if African men should kneel. You then said that is what you want. Nobody says nobody should do it to you. That's not that I'm supposed to you can know that. But other people are also coming saying they really don't see the need for that because it does not really show romance.